Hey YouTube friends, and welcome to this Kid Up and Chat. It's a bit messy, but it's me. Everything is messy. Yeah. As you can see, this is my Kid Up and Chat. I have everything ready here. I have my drills. I have my fake Elizabeth Ward container that I bought. Maybe this one is from AliExpress, or it is from a Danish diamond painting company that buys everything from China. So in the background, I have my canvas, and this is my last AliExpress canvas. Yay! So yeah, when I'm done with this canvas, I'll be going into my Diamond Art Club and my Enablers Outpost kits that I have. So yeah, let's get into this. The colors are amazing, and I can't wait to show you the ABs. So I have my stickers here. Usually with these AliExpress canvases, you get this sheet of paper where you have your symbols and your colors and everything. And David was so sweet to make this a little bit bigger because it's very, very small, as you can see. Oh yeah, there you have the diamond painting that I'm doing. It's a Randall Spangler, the Universe in a Jar. And I am very, very sorry that I didn't know better back then, but yeah, I have talked about that millions of times by now. So because you don't get a sticker sheet, I made my own with my Siren sticker maker. So yeah, I have to cut each sticker every time, but it's okay. And I have already, prepared this tray so that, the right ones are here. So yeah, let's get into it. How are you doing, everybody? I am okay. I'm a little tired because yesterday I had my Christmas dinner with my knitting club. We do that, every January because everybody is very busy during Christmas. So we decided, I don't know how many years ago, maybe, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago now, we decided that we would have our Christmas dinner in January instead, so that, everybody would have a little more time and we wouldn't stress about it, which is amazing because if we had had it in December, my little heart would have been so stressed out. So the first color is this beautiful pinkish purple 150. So yeah, it was a great evening, and the woman sorry, I could just hear my cats in the background. The woman who we were at yesterday, her husband was home, which has actually turned into a bit of a tradition as well, that he's there. A lot of the time he is away. He works all over the world, helping to set up, oh, what are they called? Where you have, it's kind of like a fish farm, really. The real word is gone. I can't remember. So he helped set them up, with machines and everything so that they work properly. Properly, that's the word. So yeah, he is so sweet and so kind, and I really like him. Well, I like, you know, all of the ladies in my knitting club and their husbands, those who still have them. I am by far the youngest in our knitting club. I'm 43, and then we have the woman where we were yesterday. She is getting close to 60, not quite, but getting there. And then we have one who's in her mid 60s by now. And then we have one, in her 70s, and then we have one who turned 80 a few months ago, and then we have the senior who is 88. So me with my 43, I am the baby, you mean. Some of them had grandchildren my age. which is so sweet. You know, they're kind of like, you know, extra parents or grandparents, and I really love it. I have been in my knitting club for, oh, I don't know, 8 years by now, I think. 7 or 8 years. There's a little bit of static in these. Not, you know, a lot, just a little bit. But that is a typical thing with these. When you have them in these resealable bags, it can be staticky. What I will do maybe is to find some dryer sheets to help with that static. But if it's just this, I can deal with it. They don't go fly everywhere, so it's okay. So yeah, that was last night. We had a lot of food. I had made a vegetable pie. Others brought some fish and some meatballs, and yeah. It is a lot of food, but you know, we are there for hours and hours, and we just talk and enjoy ourselves. Talk about family and grandkids and children and nieces and husbands and family. You know, we share each other's lives because we know each other so well by now. So, you know, we know basically a lot about each other. But I'm tired the next day, not because that we do a lot. So it's just that I tire out very, very easily. So despite the fact that I love being there, I am just, you know, used the next day. My brain is used, and you know, that is why often when I've been somewhere the next day, my brain is a little, I don't know, scattered, and the words elude, and yeah. And in about an hour, Nina will be here. If you are in my lives on Sundays, you might know Nina as well. She is a very, very, very beginner at diamond paintings. She was in my lives, and we were talking about, you know, diamond paintings, and she was like, I wonder what it is like, you know. She was curious and wanted to know what we were all talking about. So she got a cheap diamond painting, and she liked it. And then she had another diamond painting for Christmas that her mother gave her. Yeah. And I gave her one that you will pick up today. It's her first square, so I'm very excited how she likes it. Yeah. So she was asking me, you know, if I would show her how to do the edges around a square diamond painting. So I was like, yeah, I need to kit this one up first, because otherwise it'll be a little hard to show you how I do everything. So I'd say I'd try to do this kit up and chat before, you know, she'd be here. So yeah, which is why I hope that, you know, I'm done before she gets here. She'll be here in about an hour. So hopefully we'll make it. So yesterday was Monday. Today is Tuesday. Usually I have Rosa, my niece, on Mondays, but because of the Christmas dinner, I told my brother that I had to, you know, not have her this week, because it would be too much. I had to be there fairly early. Usually our knitting club starts at 7 p.m., but yesterday we started at 6 p.m. And on Mondays when Rosa and I have gymnastics, usually I bring her home at around 6 p.m. So it would be, quite stressful if I had to have her go to gymnastics, bring her home, and then be at the other end of the town at 6. Plus, I had to make the vegetable pie, so it was a little. It's too much, and yeah, it is okay. I mean, I'll see her again, and I'm sure if I asked my brother, I could get her another day this week. So yeah, but I have to find out how tired I'll be. I don't know if you noticed that some of these are, a bit too big for the amount of drills, but I have to buy another set with just the little ones, the extra small ones, because I don't have enough of them. So yeah, I have to buy one of those so that I could just use the small ones when I have less than 1,000. But it's okay. Right now, where I buy them here in Denmark, they are out of stock, so I have to wait until they're back. But it's okay, I mean, nothing is wrong with putting a small amount of drills in a bigger container. I mean, it would be much harder if I had to put a lot in a smaller container. So, yeah. I have asked David if he wants to go to the movie with me this weekend, because one of my favorite books have been made into a movie with Tom Hanks. It is the book called A Man Named Otto, called Otto. Wait a minute. This one is a bit too staticky. I don't know if you have read the book. It is by the author Fredrik Backman. I love his books. He has made, I don't know, 8 books by now, maybe more, I don't know. But I love them, and I love his style of writing. And A Man Called Otto was my first book by him that I read. A friend recommended it. Well, I didn't read it, I listened to it. And I loved it. And then a few years ago now, it was made into a movie in Sweden. And I saw it, and I was so disappointed. I'm like, okay, why do you ruin it the second the movie starts? I was so disappointed. So I hope that this new movie is a lot better. Also because it is with Tom Hanks, and I love Tom Hanks. I basically love every movie he's been in. So yeah, I've asked David if he wants to go to the movie with me. Or the theater. What do you call it? Do you call it the movies or the theater? Because I really want to see it. And I hope that they will make more of his books into film. In Sweden, they also made his book, A Woman Called Britt-Marie, into a movie. I didn't see that one because I was afraid that, that would be just as bad because it was the same director. So I haven't watched it because I was scared of it being as bad as the first one. Maybe I'm just being silly. Maybe I should just watch it and see. Because I have both movies, both Swedish movies are on HBO Max here in Denmark. So maybe I should just get a grip and watch it. But I'm just scared. Oh, I have to show you. Look at this. 413 and 414. These two grays. I love when they are using colors that close, because that means that, you know, there's a lot of detail in the picture. But it's so funny because I'm used to seeing, Diamond Art Club unboxings of Randall Spangler's diamond paintings. And there's always a lot of green ABs in these Spangler paintings. And there isn't one green AB in this one. So I'm like, wait, why? But, yeah, it's different. But I'm sure it'll be just as beautiful. And, it is okay. I can't wait to see what it'll look like when I'm done. This is my cat-proof diamond tray. It's from, you can buy these off of Etsy. This is a gift from Berta. Yeah, and it is actually a great tray. So if you haven't tried them and you live in the US or Canada, where she sends them to, go try them. They're absolutely great. I love them. Oh, well, I love it. So yeah. Other than that, I'm not sure what's going to happen this week. I haven't any big plans. Not really. Other than to knit and diamond paint, and those are great plans as well, right? At least I find those great plans. I also have to do some laundry, but those pretty much take care of themselves once they're in the machines, right? See, there's a little bit of staticky in here as well. I think it's because the air is so weird outside. It is so wet in Denmark. I believe we had rain every day since Christmas. So I don't dare go out in our yard, because I would just sink in to the waist or something like that. It is so wet and damp outside. It's crazy. I mean, if all this rain had come as snow as they first predicted, we would have snowed in by now. We would have, I don't know, 50 centimeters of snow outside, because it has rained so much. It's crazy. Yeah. I mean, I would rather have rain than snow, but that much rain? No, thank you. By now I have had more than enough of rain. I want to see the sun, and I want, the world to dry out a little. Everything is just wet by now. So, yeah. It is hard to feed the birds outside, because it's just, yikes, all the food that I put out for the birds is ruined within a few hours, because it's that wet. And even the birds are not feeling like coming to eat at the bird feeders, because I have the bird feeding station just outside my window, so I can see it. And last year, by this time last year, I would refill I don't know, at least a few times a week. But this year, there aren't any birds there. I mean, I see the birds, they are out there, but they're just not eating it because it's so bad because of the rain. Which is sad. But the good thing is, with it being so wet and not so cold, they can find their own food. So that is a good thing. Last year it was quite cold, so they had a hard time, finding food. So, yeah. And also with it being, it isn't warm, but it isn't cold either. So all the spring flowers have started to come up in January. It is crazy early. So it's, I hope that it'll stay warm at least, because if it gets cold now, all those little flowers will die. And then we won't have any joy out of them in a few weeks. So I hope that it won't get too cold. But, if I know the world, if we will get a lot of snow in February and March. Sometimes we have snow in... Did we have a snowstorm in early May? I can't remember. I know we had a big snowstorm one year at my sister's birthday, which is in the beginning of April. But I can't remember if we had snow in May. I know we had very, very cold Mays. That I do remember. But did we have snowstorms? Have you had snowstorms in May where you live? Please tell me. I'm very curious. I can't remember if we have had snowstorms in May. Huh. I need to find out, and then I will tell you in another video. But please let me know if you have had snowstorms where you live in May. I would love to know. But they say that with the world getting hotter, that it would be normal for wetter and colder winters and then warmer summers. And at least that is true here. We have a very, very wet winter with just a little bit of snow. We had a little bit of snow before Christmas, but that's it. Since then, all we've gotten is rain and a lot of wind. Oh my God, the wind is driving me crazy. I mean, I have ear problems, so I have to have a hat on or something if I'm outside and there's a lot of wind. Otherwise, I'll get an earache. And I can't remember the last time we had that much wind. So every time I am outside, I need to have, my hat on, because otherwise I'll be in a lot of pain in my ears. And I don't know if you've ever tried to have ear pain, but that is the worst. I don't know why, but it is. Which reminds me, I need to get an appointment with an ear doctor, which is basically an EMH, isn't it? I don't know. I don't know. I love these colors. They're so beautiful and vibrant, and they're all over the place. Blues and pinks and purples and grays and blues. And you just wait until I show you the 939s, how many there are. It's crazy. There are so many. How many is it? There are 12,163 drills of 939. That is so many. But despite this being a kind of space picture, I don't have one 310. Not one. And I don't know how many kits I've done recently with no 310s in it. I am a fan of no 310s. I mean, I can't wait to try the Diamond Art Club 310s because everybody tells me that they are so amazing. So hopefully, you know, I will get to love working with 310s when I get to start my Diamond Art Clubs. But with these AliExpress 310s, I am not loving it. So I am all for no 310s in these AliExpress kits, because the amount of trash that I'm getting out of them is insane. Look at this bubblegum pink. Wait a second, I need to get them all out. Look at it. It is a beautiful bubblegum pink. I've been trying to figure out what my favorite color is, because usually when people ask, I say girly colors. You know, pink and red and purple and I don't know. And I love, love, love this bubblegum pink. Look at it. It's so bright and beautiful. But then I look at my pens, you know, and I have a lot of purple pens. I mean, look at it. This has purple, this has purple, this has purple, and this has purple. So basically, most of my pens have purple in them. I have only one of my pens with pink in it. So it's like, is my favorite color just purple by now? I don't know. I don't have any. I would love to get a pen with pink and purple, you know, bright pink and bright purple. Maybe even, you know, a shimmery pink and purple. I would love that. You know, kind of like this one. It's pink and purple. You can't really see that with this light because it's just gray outside. But, you know, with bright and this is basically just a white resin, and then this mesh inside. There's purple and pink, and I would love to have where the resin is pink and purple and, you know, really bright. So that would be a dream pen to have for me. So yeah, I have to be on the lookout for one of those eventually. See who can make me one of those, because that would be an amazing color scheme for me, I think. I also like blue, but I don't know if I would like a blue pen. Maybe mixed in with the pink and purple, that would be beautiful. I have seen some pens who have these three colors together, and I actually really like them. You know, kind of like a blue, like in this. I like that blue, and then I like the royal blue as well. But that is mostly in clothes that I like these blues, because apparently blue is a good color for me. But I prefer, you know, having tops and blouses in pink and purple and red. And it's so funny, as a child I despised girly colors. You would never see me wear red or pink. Or, I hated it. Mostly because my mom wanted me to be a little girl, in dresses and, sitting in a corner, quiet and smiling and being a good girl, which was not who I were at that time. I grew up with a lot of boys. I was, I have a little brother. There were two boys in the apartment below us, a boy in the apartment above us. There was also a girl in the above apartment, but she was a lot older, so she wasn't really, a playmate for me. So I was surrounded by boys, and I played with boys. And I loved climbing in the trees, and I was like, basically a tomboy. I hated being placed with, the girls and being told to play a silent game or to draw or something, I would rather be outside with the boys, having fun and play in the dirt and I loved being inside, and I loved reading, and I loved, the silent games as well. And I did have dolls and stuff like that. But that would be when I wanted to, not because I was told to be, a girl who did girly stuff. That was just when I felt like it. So back then, it would have been a punishment to make me wear, pink and purple and red, and it would have been a punishment because my mom wanted me to be a girl. And also, do girl stuff. I had to help clean and do the dishes, and my brother could just play, and I was like, no, why doesn't he have to help, doing all the cleaning and I don't know what. But no, he was the youngest, and he's a boy, and he doesn't have to. And I'm like, wait, what? Why do I have to? I'm a child as well. He's 2.5 years younger than me. So it was like, no, I want to play too. Look at this color, 699. Oh, there's a straggler. But look at it. I love this. I love these bright colors. There are so many stragglers in these. I don't understand. But maybe I just need to get used to it, because in the Diamond Art Clubs there are stragglers as well. So maybe it's not something that is easy avoided. It's okay. As long as I have enough of the colors that I need, stragglers is not a problem. It is just going in my trash drill box. I always have an extra, container for trash, because I like to collect and see how many I have, how much trash I have in the end. In some paintings there is just oodles of trash, and in others there's basically nothing. It's I like to see what it's like in each painting. The funny thing is, the one painting where I had the most trash was from a company that does licensed diamond paintings. But these AliExpress ones, they don't have a lot of trash really. Maybe I've just been lucky to find, sellers that has good drills. Especially these sellers that do Port Glue, they usually have a lot of, high quality drills as well. I actually think that these are resin drills because the biggest issues are cavities. I don't see a lot of, you know, extra bits on the drills, which is usually an acrylic problem, if you ask me. Here you just have these little knobbly things that are extras, and then you have the cavities. And if I remember correctly, that is a resin thing. Please correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. I am by no means an expert in drills. This is just, what I have seen and experienced and maybe heard in other people's videos. Maybe I should ask Jade if she knows. Can tell me what are the common culprits in acrylics and resin. I don't know. Please let me know down in the comments if you can, lead me to an answer. Do you know what's most common in each sort of drill? I would like to know, please. I am curious and I ask a gazillion questions every day. And I read a lot of newspaper articles to, get more knowledge about the world and what is happening around the world. I do interest, my biggest interest is refugees and people from other countries if they have to flee their country. And right now we have a case in Denmark and I'm baffled. I don't understand. These young men who, will be sent out of the country if the government has its way. They are from Syria. But right now we can't send them back to Syria because of, the dictator down there. So then they found out that their father was original from Iraq or Iran. I can't remember, one of those countries. But these boys have never been there. They don't speak the language and they have no family in that country. But now they want to ship them there to get rid of them. I'm like, what? You can't just ship them to a country where they have never been. They don't have any family. They don't speak the language. Why would you do such a thing? The system in Denmark is, I don't know. I tend to call it it's racism, if you ask me. And I know a lot of people will not like it when I say it, but it is in my world. These people fled a dictator. They fled to save their lives. Some of them fled because they are Christians or they are, they spoke out against the system. So if they go back, they will be killed. And then we just want to send them back because there is no war in Syria. Well, no, but there is still the same dictator who tried to kill them in the first place. And then they're like, okay, we can't send the men back, but then we'll just ship back the women instead. And they don't seem to understand that if you send back women and, children, they'll get arrested the minute they arrive there, and they will be, thrown to jail, and maybe they're lucky, they'll just get questioned about, where is your husband? Where is your brother? Why didn't you bring them? Send for them or we will kill you. which it has happened many, many times by now, that they actually kill women and children because they didn't bring their fathers or their brothers. And the Danish system wants to send them back? No, that is not okay. And I am sorry if this isn't a subject that you like, but it is a subject that means a lot to me because I have friends who are from Syria and who, suffered a lot down there. And if they would be sent back, I I I know for a fact that they would be killed. So it is a subject that is very close to my heart. So yeah, and I am a very, I love other people, no matter what color or language or, I don't care what their religion is. And the most important to me is their heart. Are they good people? Do they treat people well? Do they, try to fit in where they live? I don't want people to assimilate. Absolutely not. But I want people to try to be a part of the country where they live, learn the language, get a job or go to school, try to fit in. Because that is what you're supposed to do if you move. And I also, encourage that with the friends that I have. But the funny thing is, this is total double standard. The Danish politicians, they are so proud if you hear about a Danish village in Peru, or the Danish city in the US. What is it called? I can't remember. But there is a Danish city in the US where they sell Danish food, and the inhabitants speak Danish and stuff like that. And our government are so proud of them, and yay, they remember where they come from, and eat Danish food, and I don't know what. At the same time, we won't allow the same for people who move here or flee to here. Then it's like, oh, they don't want to live here, they don't want to be a part of our country. And I'm like, do you not hear yourself? You are praising people in other countries to remember where they come from because it's Denmark. But when people do the same when they live here, it is, they don't want to be a part of our country, and they should just move home if they don't want to be us, And I'm so, well, confused is a bad word, but I'm like, why the double standard here? Why can't you allow other people to do as you want Danish people to do in other countries? I mean, I have friends who have parents that have, houses in Spain. And in that area where they live, it is more than normal that the owners of stores in that area, they have to learn Danish because all these Danish citizens, they don't want to learn Spanish because we don't want to, And I'm like, wait, you chose to move to a different country, so why do you think that it is okay for you to say, nah, I don't want to learn this language. I just expect that the owners of, I don't know, the grocery store, he has to learn my language because I don't care enough to learn his language. I don't understand. Do you? I mean, why is it that that is okay, and it is being praised upon. But when we have elderly people who fled to Denmark from war and terrorism and I don't know what, then it is, if you can't learn our language, you need to go home. Yeah, sorry, that is just a thing that is very close to my heart. And I don't know how I ended up here. I don't know. Oh well. Maybe it's because I read an article about it the other day. Oh, look at this one. It is brown, but it has a hint of purple in it. 779. It is beautiful. This purplish brown. You know what I love about diamond painting? All the colors. I mean, I would love if there were even more colors, but these, what, 300 and something colors? Is it 350 colors we have? Are just amazing. I read somewhere, I think in the VIP group of Diamond Art Club, that now that they make their own drills in-house, that they would want to make the new colors. So that would be awesome. How would you like that? New colors that are never seen before and haven't been seen in any other company. Wouldn't that be amazing? Oh, my husband is outside. I was like, who's out there? I think he's out to look at our garden gnome because it fell over in the wind because there is so much wind outside. So it was knocked over and the poor garden gnome has a hole in its head. Poor thing. So, yeah, I feel so sorry for it. I know it doesn't feel anything, but it's like, oh, my poor garden gnome. It fell over and it hurt itself. So, yeah. I'm just being silly, I know. So, yeah, oh my God, time flies when I'm talking to you people. It's almost been 50 minutes by now. So, yeah, please let me know down in the comment section how you're doing. I would really love to know how you're doing. And please let me know what you are working on right now. I mean, are you doing diamond painting or are you doing something else? I also knit, so please let me know what you're working on right now. No matter what it is, do you crochet or do you knit or do you diamond paint or do you sew? I would love to know. And you can send me pictures on Instagram to show me what you're working on right now. I would really love to know because, like I told you, I am curious. I like to know how you're all doing and I like to know what you're working on. And I know not everybody has a YouTube channel, so I can see there. Also, if you follow me and we have talked in my lives and stuff like that, you can always ask for my friendship on Facebook as well. I would love to be friends with you people. And if you have a different name here on YouTube than you have on Facebook, please, leave a message so that I know who you are, so that, I can accept your friendship. Because if I get friendship requests from people where I was like, huh? Who are you? And I don't see a lot of diamond painting or knitting on your profile, then I will most likely decline. But just shoot me a message. Say, hey, I know you from YouTube and I am that and that person, then I will accept it. Also, this is a way to keep out spammers and scammers and I don't know what. But if you want to be friends with me, I will leave both my Instagram and my YouTube, not my YouTube, my Facebook, in the description of this Kit Up and Chat. But yeah, I have to maybe stop this video by now. For some reason, I don't think this is right. Don't I have too many here? 817. It should be able to be in here. Okay. It just looked like a very big that the amount would be too many, maybe. No, it's okay. Look at this, 817. Isn't it a beautiful color? I just, keep this. Hold on. Get over here. Thank you. Put that one over there. So yeah, leave me a message down below. Tell me how you're doing and what you're working on. And I will see you in my next video. And then I will just, continue kitting up. And you will see it being done in my next video. Or on Instagram. I will put up a picture where you can see all the colors and stuff in here. Yeah. So don't forget to like this video, and if you aren't already subscribed, please consider subscribing and leave me a comment down below. And I will see you in my next video, okay? Bye. Take care, everybody. Love you. Bye. Hey, lovelies. I'm back again. It's a bit later in the day. Nina just left to go home. And I was like, came to think about maybe I could show you the rest of this kitting up process, but just speed up the process so that I forgot the name of what it's called. I just do it without talking, and I will speed it up in the movie so that the rest of this will take like 2 minutes for you. And then in the end, I will come back and show you the ABs. So yeah, I think I will do that. So see you in a little later. Bye. Okay, so we're back. I just have these 5 ABs left. First we have the 380, no, 3804A, sorry. 3804A, this beautiful pink. It's pretty. And then we have the 3841A, this beautiful baby blue. And then we have 666A, the red, the beautiful red, Christmas red as someone is calling it. And then we have 742, this orange, beautiful orange. And then we have 995. It is a royal blue, maybe a little lighter blue. And there's a whole bunch of it. And that is the funny thing with this. It is a, it is a Spangler, but there's not one green AB. I was a little, but I want green ABs, to bring up the dragons. And I don't have any ABs. I haven't bought any because that is not really easy to find in Denmark or in Europe. So I have been looking, but you know what? It'll be fine. That will be the difference between this AliExpress one and then the DAC Spanglers, I can look forward to that instead of, trying to do the same. I think it is fine. Somehow it is more than okay. Then there is a difference. So, yeah. I am looking forward to doing this one, and I am looking forward to being done with this one so that I can begin my Diamond Art Clubs and the Naples Outpost painting that I have. I have a Alphonse Mucha from them. I forgot the name of it right now. Amethyst, maybe? It is beautiful with purplish colors, and it is so beautiful. I am considering maybe getting more of their flower muchas, when I'm getting through some of the ones that I have. So that I don't, end up having hundreds of diamond paintings in my stash. I am trying to not, go totally overboard. I want to try to have a smaller stash. That is my goal. I don't know if I will succeed. Otherwise, I will end up doing, like I told Lisette in this weekend's live on Sunday. I don't know if you've seen it, but if you haven't, please go watch it. Lisette from Lisette Craft and Tells was in my live, and we were talking about her detox and, how if I end up keep buying diamond paintings, I might end up having to do my own detox. I'm so proud of her. She's doing so well, and I mean, I'm not sure that I would be able to do it as well as she does, She can't even buy accessories, no pens, no putties, no waxes, no nothing, until she's done with all her diamond paintings. So, yeah, I will try and keep my stash around 20, maybe 25, but I will, that is my goal, and I will do my darnest to keep it there. Yeah, who knows? Who knows? I'm not gonna be one of those who is gonna yell at myself for loving art, right? Because I love art. I love beautiful paintings. I love beautiful artwork. And that is okay too. The last color, and then we'll be done with this kitting up video. All these beautiful colors. Look at that blue. Isn't it beautiful? And it's so funny because the coating, the AB coating, is, you know, there's greens and blues and purples. I haven't, yeah, maybe a slight tad of yellow, but mostly it's giving up bluish, purplish colors, pinkish maybe. But it's so pretty. Look at that. AB coating from the Northern Lights. That is where it gets the name Aurora Borealis. So, yeah. Look at all those beautiful colors. That is the color spread. And that is the Draglings. I am considering starting up there so that I have the Draglings and everything here. You know, I have that to look forward to. So, what do you think? Should I start down here and get it over with? Or should I start up at the top and then work my way down here and have these for last? What would you do? Tell me in the comments, please. Let me know how you would do this. And then, you know, do all the YouTube-y stuff like I say. Give this video a thumbs up. You know, if you aren't already subscribed, please subscribe to this channel. I think you will love it here. Oh, I hope you will love it here. And then, you know, write me comments down below. I love to read all your comments. I love to know what you think and how you're doing and what you're working on. So, yeah, do all the things, please. And then I'll see you in my next video. Okay? Okay. Bye. Love you all.